writing has just been a part of the way I express myself. So a lot of those books help. I had mentors and teachers that just seen something in me. They see potential. They wanted to help me along the journey. But I think even more so is just my mom, you know, seeing my mom and how hard she worked. I came to a place where I was like, I got to do better. I got to be better. So I think that's what really led me to what I do.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. The self-discovery of each person, if they allow it, it will happen. Because, like you said, I think through the reading mainly, probably your mom and the reading, I feel like made that possible.
For sure.
Where you're able to open up.
Yeah.
And once you open up to the universe to say, you know what, I want to change, I want to evolve.
Yeah.
And then it just gives you the tools to.
Yeah. But my dad too.
It's not easy too, right? And because you will get challenged. There's trying moments, wasn't like I'm pretty sure there's trying moments where you like almost revert to that other way, but you're like, you know?
Yeah. But I say my dad too, you know, because everything that he was, it just taught me that I wanted to do more and be better. So I think I'd also say my dad, like he gave me a pretty good template to look at and see how I can maneuver around it. So both my parents, I grew up with both of them.
It's a yin and yang thing, you know what I mean? Yeah. I feel that way.
I grew up with both of them still.
I feel that way. Like even with me and my empress, like the way they are with my boys are with her, it's kind of different from the way they are with me.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be that way.
Straight, yeah.
Because I'm supposed to be the, you know, authoritative person, and my mom gives them that, you know. And if she's not around, I might have to do both. And if I'm not around, she might have to do both.
Straight.
But traditionally, this is what I do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Straight,
It's a balance, you know what I
man.
mean? So not too much. Moving forward, as you became an adult, how did you cope? How did you, you know, based on what you learned, and what exactly would you do to help yourself cope with difficult emotions?
Writing was probably the biggest thing for me. You know, just writing poetry, writing some of my feelings out, like journaling. A lot of the poems in that book I wrote when I was younger. One of them I wrote when I was like 16 years old. So I think I cope by that, like, you know, just finding room to talk about my stuff, even if nobody was willing to listen. At least the paper would listen to what I had to say. But then I also had mentors that helped me along the way, that were just guiding me along the way. But I think another way I really cope was basketball, man. Basketball was big. I could just go on the court, shoot hoops, play with my friends, and basketball helped me. I played high school basketball. I played rep basketball as well. I played basketball for most of my high school career. Okay. And it was just really about, like, there's a place I can go and shoot hoops, not think about what's going on at home.
That's how you know you really did pass through Flemo.
Yeah, I had to, man. So ball helped me out a lot, man. Ball helped me out a lot.
Okay. So sports. So basically, and that's one thing I knew when I was in prison. It's depressing. No matter how enlightened you are, just to know that what I'm doing today is the same thing I'll be doing next year and the year after that. Depending on how long your bid is. Yeah, for sure. So it will get to you. Yeah, it definitely gets to you. So one of the things that I read was endorphins, how to release endorphins in your body, which is the happy chemicals, as they call it. Yeah. So exercise. So I got into exercise. So you know, playing basketball, that was it. You know. So
it's important, man.
Yeah, your exercise. So that's good. You know. Do you know, I don't know if you touched on it, do you, in retrospect, based on the balance that you have with your dad, that you've seen with your dad, now you have like a balanced view. In retrospect, why do you think it was strained? You're saying because like the shift in dynamics, where it's just you and your mom, then him coming in, like you would think, because even with me, like, why did it's odd still. It is odd because why did myself or my dad have such difficult transition, and it had nothing to do with our mothers. We both could agree that our mothers weren't, like, they were innocent in the situation, but as a young man, like I was 10. How old were you?
When I met my dad?
Yeah, when he started doing the family thing.
Well, probably around 8 years old.
Yeah, so we're close in age. So like it's funny, you know, like what do you think? What was it? You know, was it an ego thing? Like, did we as young men have egos already? Because I know as those guys from that era, straight ego, like
yeah,
you know what I mean?
I mean, I definitely think it's an ego thing because there's like a pride, right? There's a sense of pride that they have in terms of who they are and how they think their children should talk to them. So yeah, I think because of the pride, and I was stubborn growing up. So
same here.
I never let
you never adhered to it.
Yeah. So I mean, you know, when he challenged me, I was just right there. I was right there, you know. So I think it was mostly pride and my stubbornness, but even more so like just this old school way of thinking when you're growing up in a new world, especially on the other side of the country. And so I wouldn't allow him to get to me like that, you know. But deep down, it did get to me, even though I didn't say anything. It did get down. It did affect me in terms of how I lived my life and how I treated other people. But you know, just navigating, man.
Yeah, I feel like in retrospect, that's why I brought it up. But I feel like, you know, I think we were old enough as young men, even though we were still young, but we were men, and I don't understand him. And for us to be introduced to another male like that, it had to be done. The person had to have a better understanding of who they are, this particular male, you know. And I don't think, and I'm speaking from my case, my father did not know himself at all, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then was, I see with my son too, you know, my son, he's 6, you know, but I evolved with him. So I think that the fact that we never had the early beginnings with our fathers, that affected what became what it was, you know what I mean? But with my son, I've been there, both of them have been there, so I evolved with them. So like I know them, I know how to deal with them, you know, like I could be difficult with them when I want to, but I know how to work with them when I need them to get stuff done too, you know what I mean? So I think that's what was missing, is that them knowing how to work with us when things need to get done. And even making that choice that they want to. Because I don't even know if my dad wanted to or even cared to, because get ego, like, yo, do what I say. You know what I mean? Like, okay, no.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, that's real.
It's crazy, yo. Crazy.
Yeah, it's a real thing, man.
But yeah.